It's a good bounce back win for us today. I thought we started the game with the right tone on the defensive end. And so that was that was by design.
It was the bombshell nobody wanted, but everyone feared. Months of hushed whispers, vague interviews, and one of the most talked about Olympic snubs in history had built a tension that felt unbearable. And now, the bridge between Caitlin Clark and Team USA isn't just scorched. It's been obliterated. Fans held out hope for reconciliation before the next international cycle, but sources say coach Cheryl Reeve doubled down on her hardline stance, sparking a shockwave. Insiders are calling the breaking point. If you thought the 2024 roster chaos was wild, what unfolded behind closed doors this week has rewritten the rulebook for women's basketball. We are watching the complete unraveling of a bond that once defined the sport, the face of a generation locked in a silent war with the institution meant to elevate her. The latest explosion erupted at a supposedly fresh start training camp. Leaks from inside the gym reveal that what should have been Clark's chance to shine was twisted into a masterclass in disrespect. Witnesses describe scenes where the league's deadliest scorer was treated not like a rising star, but like an unwelcome outsider, actively frozen out of crucial scrimmages. The plays flowed for aging veterans while Clark was left to the sidelines, a living ghost in a gym full of noise. When she asked for clarity on her role, the response was icy, almost surgical in its dismissal. No guidance, just a silent message that her place in the pecking order was fixed. This wasn't strategy. It was punishment, and at the center of it all, Reeve herself. Instead of easing the tension, she stoked it, delivering media comments dripping with subtle condemnation. When pressed about integrating young phenoms, her response was cold, citing team chemistry and paying dues, a narrative recycled from the Olympic snub. But this time, it feels pointed, personal, targeted. Slowly, an uncomfortable truth is emerging. This isn't about basketball. It's about control. A 22-year-old superstar is being punished for threatening the authority of a coach who refuses to bend the system around her talent, even as she draws millions of eyes to the sport. So what did Clark do? She didn't throw a fit. She didn't storm social media. According to insiders, she simply walked away, quietly, deliberately, refusing upcoming minicamps, signaling that she would no longer perform for a staff that had made it abundantly clear they didn't want her. The move radiates power. I don't need you. You need me. Clark is pivoting entirely to the WNBA and her off-season training, leaving Team USA to wrestle with a looming void, the absence of its most magnetic talent. Her personal brand is untouchable. Now, the question is, can Team USA survive without her? Panic has already rippled through USA basketball offices and broadcast teams. The numbers are stark. WNBA ratings have skyrocketed on Clark's name alone, while national team viewership stagnates. A 2028 Olympic campaign without her could trigger a financial nightmare. Whispers suggest major sponsors are pressuring leadership to intervene, a brutal choice between a Hall of Fame coach and the generational talent who literally drives revenue. Nike, deeply invested in Clark, is reportedly furious. The plan was Machiavellian. If she leaves by choice, it becomes her flaw, not theirs. But it has spectacularly backfired. Clark doesn't look like a quitter. She looks like a victim of a meticulously orchestrated freeze-out. And the court of public opinion? Overwhelmingly, she's winning. The fans aren't buying it. They see through the smoke and mirrors, and they know the truth. Caitlin Clark isn't just good enough. She's transcendent. They've watched her dominate the WNBA, rewrite the record books, and redefine what it means to be unstoppable on the court. Yet here she is, frozen out. Now let's pull back the curtain on Coach Cheryl Reeve. A legend, undeniably, with a trophy case that could fill a stadium. But legends have their limits, especially when the game evolves faster than their playbook. Clark embodies a brand of basketball that's electric, relentless, and boundary-pushing, high-volume scoring, deep-range precision, pace, and space, a style that clashes violently with the rigid, post-heavy system Reeve has perfected over decades. This isn't just a benching. It's a glaring failure of player development. The role of a national team coach is to mold the pieces into a masterpiece, not crush the ones that don't fit the mold. Look at Coach K with the men's team, schemes bent and twisted around LeBron, Kobe, Durant. Adaptation, innovation, evolution. Reeve? She refused. And that refusal isn't a failure of Clark. It's a failure of leadership, a fear that allowing Clark to thrive on her terms would eclipse the coach herself. It's ego masquerading as authority, with the collateral damage being the sport she's supposed to elevate. Meanwhile, the landscape around them is shifting faster than ever. New leagues are rising, offering staggering salaries, equity, and respect for talent. The allure of sacrificing body, mind, and reputation for Team USA's outdated system is evaporating. Clark has choices. She can train relentlessly, dominate elsewhere, and be celebrated rather than suppressed. Her decision to walk away isn't rebellion. It's strategy. Why serve a boss who undermines you when you can run your own empire? And the media battlefield has transformed. Gone are the days when friendly journalists could frame the story. Today, every pass, cut, and screen is analyzed, dissected, and debated in real time by thousands of fans who know the game. The benching footage, the sideline glances, the ignored calls, all of it instantly uploaded, scrutinized, and cross-referenced. When Reeve offers basketball reasons, the receipts speak louder than any press statement. The gaslighting no longer sticks. Now the ball is in Team USA's court. They face a decade-defining decision: back a coach and risk banning the sport's most popular superstar, or pivot at the top, bringing in leadership that can harness, rather than crush, a generational talent. Rumors swirl of clandestine conversations, testing the interest of coaches who have publicly praised Clark. If Reeve departs, it will be spun as mutual. But everyone knows the real story. Stick with her, and the Federation risks a fan revolt the likes of which the sport has never seen. WNBA viewership has already dipped when Clark sits. Imagine the Olympics without her. Ratings, merchandise, sponsorships, all on the line. It's a high-stakes game of chicken. And in this contest, Clark isn't just a player. She's a juggernaut, steering a tank while Team USA pedals a bicycle. The leverage is hers.